Hello, my name is Austin Ladd with Ladd's Ag Services. Come along with me today and I'll explain the fascinating journey of installing and maintaining farm drainage. Come along. All good projects have one thing in common. They all start with a good solid foundation. Drainage is no different. To have a good productive drainage system, you first have to start with a good outlet. After surveying with the survey vehicle, you then take that data, enter it into the system, and create a topographic map. Once you study the topographic map, you then design a drainage plan map, which is what the tile plow uses to follow and install all the tile. Once your system's designed and you're ready to install, you download it to a flash drive. Download the data onto your survey vehicle. Your last step is then to take your flash drive and download the information into the tile plow. Here we are in our main drainage machine, the Braun 585. We use this to install 4-inch laterals and up to 15-inch diameter mains. On a good day, we'll lay upwards of 100,000 feet of 4-inch and 20,000 feet of mains. It will run up to 3.5 miles an hour, averaging roughly 80,000 feet a day. This machine is controlled through GPS, and my favorite feature is it has a heated seat. There's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to the drainage world, one of which is we're overloading the watershed's capability of handling this water. And that's not the case at all. What we're doing for farm drainage is actually creating a sponge effect. We're laying laterals every 50 to 60 feet spacings, and that is keeping the water table down to roughly a 30-inch level. By keeping the water at a 30-inch depth, it's allowing oxygen to be present in the soil. It's also forcing the roots of the crops to get down to that level to find moisture. By making the crops go to that 30-inch depth to get moisture, it is creating a good, healthy root system, which in turn has a healthier plant. If you find yourself working for Ladd's Ag Services, you may find yourself working in a variety of machines. You may find yourself in a loader, or a mini, or how about a mighty bulldozer? Doesn't it sound fun to sling some dirt in one of these puppies? Heck, you might even find yourself running the plow, but it's not likely. That's my job. One misconception on farm drainage is that once installed, we are actively flushing all the nitrates and fertilizers out the end of the pipe. Well, this couldn't be farther from the truth either. With a properly installed drainage system, we're actually using the soil profile to filter the water and have good, clean water coming out the outlet pipes. If we have a dry year, does farm drainage help? Well, of course it does. In the spring, when we experience larger amounts of rain, we help keep the water table to a lower depth. This in turn makes the roots go down deeper and look for moisture. When they went to that 30-inch depth and found moisture, and then dry, hot summer months come along and the water table drops, we have now got a deep root system that is tapped into moisture down deep. A properly installed farm drainage system can be very costly and possibly hard to pay for up front. But with an average of a 10% return on investment, it doesn't take long with good commodity prices to pay that investment back. With today's margins closing in, a properly installed farm drainage system could be the difference between profit and no profit. As previously stated, we like our laterals to be no shallower than 2.5 feet deep and no deeper than 4 feet. Mains, on the other hand, we've installed upwards of 20 feet deep. Not only does installing farm drainage allow you to get in the field sooner, increase yields, but it also helps mitigate risk of a high water situation. To put it simply, if you install more of this, you get more of this. When installing farm drainage as your main source of income, you find yourself breaking a lot of things. It's important to have a crew able to fix what they break in a timely fashion. My least favorite part of the farm drainage business is moving all the equipment from A to B. We find it very important to have our own fleet of trucks to be able to do this so we can move as soon as we're done. As soon as we complete a project, we can move to the next one. Did you know 90% of the people we work with have been working with us for over 10 years. And in that time, we've not only honed our skill sets, but we've been able to improve on our communication and our ability to work together. The ability to weld and fabricate is very important in the farm drainage world. Our industry is very specialized, and it's not like you can just buy something off the shelf for the applications we use our equipment in. It's typical to find somebody in the shop fabricating something new or repairing something old to benefit the guys out in the field. For example, this industry is so specialized that we have to be able to bring in raw steel to create boots and different pieces of equipment. Having good, reliable equipment is very important to success in our business, though even more important is the quality and help that you have. The work we are tasked to complete is expected to last a lifetime. As well as maintenance, we burn upwards of 200 gallons a day in the equipment. One thing I've learned working in the farm drainage industry is it is important to find an installer that you can trust, someone that is on the job every single day, someone that has the time to stress the small things to ensure a properly installed drainage system. So in a nutshell, if you want more of this, you gotta install more of this. I just want to say that when we are doing a project for farmers, it's exciting for both us and them because they are investing in their land and doing something that's going to benefit their family for generations. You know what I mean?
I was tasked with the job of describing to you the qualities of leadership that maybe a tile crew or tile person would have out here on the drainage crew. So as you can see, we got Austin over there in the tile plow. He's basically got a bird's eye view of everything going on. And we got Leonard over there. He's taking a roll of tile to him, but basically Austin has a bird's eye view of basically everybody out here. He can see all them, he can see me, he can see Lane, and his job is basically, well, he's watching everybody work, but he pulled me away from making connections over there because he wants to know if how close he is getting to the main plowing over down here. So basically he's the shepherd and we're the sheep. We have uncovered our 4-inch lateral that he has plowed over to our 12-inch main, and we just gotta basically drill a hole in the side and connect it, and then it'll be good to go. But as you can see, we have plowed through an old existing clay tile that used to be here. I think there's the bottom of it right there. If I had a shovel, I could dig it off and show you. But anyways, a couple decades ago probably, the farmers decided to probably pattern tile this with their clay pipe, and well, eventually it just deteriorates and it needs redone. So we're putting in plastic pipe in hopes that it lasts at least another generation or two. So we're being part of something bigger than just ourselves here. We're not just out here doing it just to make money. I mean, yeah, we make money at it, but it's to help the farmers out in the future generations of agriculture with draining their fields or wet spots or whatever it may be. We're just out here making sure that the crops stay healthy and are able to produce what they need to in order to feed the world, I guess you could say.
Oh, mine. Okay, should we take this thing off?
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Get it out of the way.